The Trump administration and many in the media are trying to figure out the identity of Anonymous, a person claiming to be a senior member of the White House staff who wrote an op-ed piece portraying the president as a danger to the nation. Published by the New York Times, it describes a president who is impetuous, saying his impulsiveness results in half-baked, ill-informed, and occasionally reckless decisions that have to be walked back. Like-minded colleagues and I have vowed to thwart parts of his agenda and his worst inclinations. Americans should know there are adults in the room. We are trying to do what's right even when Donald Trump won't. President Trump called the writer gutless and blasted the New York Times.
When you tell me about some anonymous source within the administration, probably who's failing and probably here for all the wrong reasons, no. And the New York Times is failing.
Trump later tweeted treason and followed that up with the extraordinary demand that if the gutless anonymous person does indeed exist, the Times must, for national security purposes, turn him/her over to government at once. The newspaper said Wednesday that revealing the person's identity could cost them their job. Republican Senator Lindsey Graham defended President Trump on CNN.
To those who believe that this man is a fool, it's just the people around him that keep us safe, you don't know what you're talking about.
White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders called on Anonymous to resign. Even the Washington Post, no defender of the president, called the op-ed old news and a PR stunt. It comes on the heels of Bob Woodward's new book, Fear, Trump in the White House, which claims that Chief of Staff John Kelly called the commander-in-chief an idiot and that he's gone off the rails. Kelly responded, calling the book total BS, and Woodward does not name his sources.
Look, he may have hundreds of hours of tapes, but I think most of those probably come from some disgruntled former employees.
Media critic Dan Gaynor said the national news media is all too willing to believe any source that slings dirt on the president.
And of course, Bob Woodward is out there. Bob Woodward has been criticized in the past and now is criticized in the present for basically, fictionalizing stuff here. They've got lots of people in the Trump administration saying it's not true, and it relies on anonymous sources.
So who is Anonymous? It could be any one of hundreds of officials, but some believe the pressure will simply be too much to keep their identity a secret, and we may know sooner rather than later. Dale Hurd, CBN News.